What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Got another video about NVIDIA filters for Season 3. Before we get into it, I just want to thank you all for the incredible support on the first video. We almost got it to 30,000 views. I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, so I would love for you to sub to the channel if you found some value in this content. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So as always, you want to open your GeForce experience and you want to go to the open in-game overlay, and that's it, and make sure that it stays green. Now let's launch the game. So I gotta say, this time they really tried to optimize a lot of things graphics wise. All right, here I'm gonna go through my graphic settings. We want to play in full screen, obviously. If you play full screen borderless, you see your GPU VRAM usage drastically increases, so we're gonna keep it at full screen. I play at 1080. You always want to keep your render resolution at 100, and then VSync off, aspect ratio automatic, custom frame limit. I put it on custom. So to avoid screen tearing, they recommend to put your gameplay custom frame rate limit at 1 frame below your monitor refresh rate. So in my case, I have a 144 Hz monitor and I put it at 143. Custom frame limit, and for the menu and autofocus doesn't really matter. I put it on 60. NVIDIA highlights disabled. Low latency, I put it on enabled. I tested all of them, and enabled seems to give me better performances. Gamma 2.2, streaming quality normal. Texture resolution, I put it on normal. It kind of depends on your system. If you have like a super beefy graphics card and CPU, you can push it to high. You're gonna see a huge increase on your VRAM usage. So normal looks good enough, and it saves you a lot of resources. Texture filter anisotropic, I put it on high. It doesn't change a lot of your usage. It sharpens things up a little bit. Particle quality low. Bullet impact enabled. Tessellation disabled. Shadow map resolution, I put it on normal. If you boost this one, it's gonna use a lot of resources, you can see, and it's just for shadows, so we don't really need it. Cache spot shadows and cache sun shadows, you want to have them enabled. Be careful when you launch the game. Sometimes these things disable by themselves, so make sure to double check every time you launch the game in your options, graphics, and make sure that these are enabled. Particle lighting disabled. DirectX ray tracing disabled. Ambient occlusion disabled. SSAR disabled. Frame strength 0%. DLSS, I've tried all of these. This is a new feature they added with this new season, and this is a personal preference. It does increase your performances, I can tell. My frames are mostly at 143, while if I turn this off, they kind of bounce around. I tested all of them. I put it on quality. Otherwise, it kind of looks a little blurred. With the filters, it looks good, so I have this on quality, and it looks good for me. Depth of field disabled, motion blur disabled, film grain disabled, everything else is default. All right, so this is the game with the filters off. So I gotta say, they did a good job this time. They really worked on getting a better visibility. It doesn't look as bad as the previous season, so filters are gonna help, but it's not gonna be that huge difference like we had in the previous season. What they added is also the fact that I'm sure you noticed when you go inside, there's a huge shift of color from when you go outside, and it kind of changes to like a more cold blue mood, right? So this is with the filters off. We're gonna turn them on and show the difference. All right, so this is with the filters on. It looks a little more vibrant, not as blurry. We kind of got rid of that hue that we had before. And again, it's kind of hard to make a filter that works for both inside and outside. So what happens is when you go inside, the visibility is definitely better, especially in dark corners. Let me show you if I turn this off. Inside is definitely darker when you go in here. If you come from here, And you turn on the filters, you can definitely see more clear. When you go outside, it shifts a little, but you're still good. You might need to do minor tweaks because each monitor is different. Color profiles are all different, so it's not always working exactly the same way. So let's get into the details of the filters. You press Alt Z or Alt F3, open game filters. The order matters. So from the top, I have details. I put sharpen on 31, clarity 45, HDR tuning 23. Don't go too crazy with this, and bloom to 0. And then we have color. We don't need any tint manipulation because, like I said, they did a pretty good job with that. I left the temperature as 0, and I just boost a little bit of vibrance to get colors a little more vibrant. And then we have brightness and contrast. I'm gonna leave them all open so you can take a screenshot if you need to. Exposure, left it at 0, honestly. It looks great. Contrast, I boosted a little bit of contrast to get a better quality image. Highlights, 9%. Shadow, 84. Like I said, you can play with these. I did move the gamma a little down because if I put it at 0, it just gives that film, that hue that we're trying to get rid of. So I put it at -14. It works for me. Try that for yourself and see if it works. I get kicked for an activity. Great. We're just gonna do another filters on, filters off comparison. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna change some things here and there. I'm gonna keep you posted. But yeah, the map looks good. Increased visibility, filters off, filters on. And I get assassinated. Thank you very much. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I'm really trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. Again, thank you so much. If you want to come say hi, I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday. Links are down below. I will see you in the next video. Peace.